Alright, so our goal here is to write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form given the graph of the line. So the very first thing that I want to do, well, there are two pieces of information that I need to write the equation of a line. I need a slope and I need a y-intercept. So first thing I'm going to find is the y-intercept, and that's where the line crosses the y-axis, so that's that point right there. Okay, and then I need to find a second point on my line to use in order to find the slope. So, well, let me write that down first. The y-intercept, if you want to call it b, you can call it b, is 2. And then I want to find the slope as well. So I need another point on my line here. So let's see. I'm going to get a point that is a lattice point, meaning that it hits right where grid lines, the x and the y grid lines cross. Okay, and if I wrote the ordered pairs for a lattice point, they would be they'd be whole numbers or integers. They wouldn't have fractions or decimals. So for instance, this blue point right here I just put on there, that would be 1, 5. 1 is an integer, 5 is an integer. So it's a lattice point. So what I want to do here then to find the slope is to rise and run. So I'm going to start at my red point and rise up. You can see that I rise 3 and I run 1. So my rise over my run is 3 over 1. Okay. Now let's say that I had picked, I had chosen a different point for to find my slope. Let's say, I don't know, let's get on here. This looks like a lattice point, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, this is a lattice point right here. That'd be -2, -4 right there. If I had done that, that would have been fine. Let's see what would happen. I could have, let's say I started at this red point right here and I went down. Okay. And then I went over. I would be going down -6 and I'd be going over -2, and my slope then would be -6 over -2, but you know, you always want to reduce things, so that's 3. So you get the same thing. It doesn't matter which 2 points you pick, you're going to get the same answer. Then finally we want to write the equation of our line, which is always going to be y equals something. In our case, 3 is the slope followed by an x. Slope's always followed by an x. And then our y-intercept, which is positive, so I put plus, and it's 2, so I'm going to put it 2. So that is the equation of our line, y equals 3x plus 2. Alright, let's go over to this one. Find my y-intercept. It's at -1, so I'm going to write that off to the side here. Y-intercept, -1. I want to get a slope, so I need another point. You always need 2 points to get a slope. I'm going to pick this lattice point right there. And I'm not going to use the y-intercept this time. That would be the easiest thing to do, but I'm going to find another point just to prove that you can get the same thing. So I'm going to pick that point right there. And I'm going to rise and run. You can start at either point. I'm going to start at this point right here because I feel like it. And I'm going to do my rise first, which is kind of odd because I'm going down, but that's my rise. And I'm going down, it looks like -4. And then I'm going to run over to my other point here. I'm running in the positive direction. And I'm running over, it looks like 8. So let's see, we'll put an 8 there. And so when I get my slope, I have -4 over 8. And I'm running out of room, so I'm going to put it down here. It's -1/2. So the equation of my line is y equals -1/2 x minus 1. Okay, so you need 2 pieces of information to write the equation of the line. Whether you're given a graph like we were right here, or you're given other information, you always need a slope and you need a y-intercept. If you have those 2 pieces of information, then you are in good shape and you can write the equation of your line.